My name is Jonas Mattsson, and I am a senior environment artist at Projekt RED, and we're here at San Francisco showing off our game, The Witcher Wild Hunt.
Jonas, what are you guys showing here specifically at the event?
We show off the first few hours of the game, as well as a few small sections that takes place much further on the game. And the most important part is for us to show the mechanics of the game and how the story and quests works. And this is really important for us to let the journalists have a hands-on to experience it for themselves.
And is this the first time you've made the game playable to the public or to people?
This is the first hands-on for the public, well, the journalists.
Yeah, the public, the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of feedback have you guys gotten so far just based on the journalists that have played it today?
Pretty good, yeah. I would say we're happy with it. We're happy. Of course, the reason why we pushed the date was to make sure that we can iron out a few things. So the feedback we're getting today is really vital for us to make sure that when we do deliver the final product, it will be as good as possible.
For people who have never played any of the Witcher games, can you kind of summarize what's going on in the world?
Well, The Witcher Wild Hunt is a standalone game, so there's no need to play the previous titles. But in short, the world it's in chaos. There's a war ravaging it apart, and you're a witcher, a monster slayer, an outcast, kind of a lonesome rider in search of a person who's we can call the child of prophecy. She's a weapon, deadly weapon, and the rulers want her, and people, other forces want to use her as well, and forces from beyond the veil wants to use her as well for their own purpose. So it's really important that Geralt finds this girl first.
So this game is a massive open world, our action RPG. Can you give us a scale of how big the world you'll be exploring actually is?
It's tricky to put it in specific numbers. It's more for us. It's more important to have the quality instead of quantity. So the world is enormous. I would say on the mainland, because we have like a group of islands. So on the mainland, riding from north to south in a straight line with no obstacles, stuff like that. It will take around 20 to 25 hours, like a straight line. But you add rivers to that, you add roads to that, you add forests to that, it's going to take a much longer time. So that kind of gives you a sense of the scale, but again, it's important what's in there when you're riding, rather than just being empty, open fields everywhere. So for us, it's important to make sure that the player's never bored. There's always a beautiful vista, there's always wonderful side quests to discover or hidden treasures. So the whole world has a nice, consistent intensity, like same amount of experience everywhere. You're never bored.
Can you talk about some of the environments players will explore while playing the game?
Oh yeah, it will be everything from swamps to rolling hills with farmland, to mountains with snow, and valleys with rivers, hot steaming water going through streams. So it's going to be a huge variety of environment and a nice natural blend between them, because it's a seamless, you can travel completely over the land and there's no loading time.
Now, one of the things I've noticed playing downstairs was that the crafting system seems so robust and so deep. Can you go into a little about that?
Well, the crafting system is a vital key, one of the vital keys in The Witcher Wild Hunt. Some armors, for instance, you can only craft yourself. So it's really important to dig in deep and explore what you can do to make your own potions, to enhance your abilities as you fight certain types of monsters, because you really have to make the right preparations when you're about to slay a monster. You can't just go in and wave your sword around, hope for the best, because it wouldn't really work out. You might be successful, but in most cases you will not, especially when it comes to the bigger monster types. So you have to put the right oil on your sword to make it more deadly, take the right potion, or mask your smell. For certain monsters, they will feel the smell, so you have to mask it. So there's the alchemy and the crafting. It's a huge part of a part of being a witcher, really.
What did you guys learn from previous Witcher titles that you're applying to The Witcher 3?
Let's see. I would say one part is story. They have a nice story and how that would work with the quests. So it's not an obvious side quest or main quest. It's just an experience. So it pulls the player in and just lets them experience. It's not about like achievement points for this and that. It's just like it's an adventure. It's a nice one big adventure, and that's something we've mastered over the previous titles. And we really, The Witcher Wild Hunt is the ultimate Witcher experience.
Can you talk about how your decisions you make in-game affect the world globally?
One decision can be like a butterfly effect. So you stop to help a person, and I go, oh, you're in trouble, there were some bandits, I helped you. However, that person you helped might be a bit of a bad guy, or like might not behave properly, let's say, and might do worse things later on. You don't know this. It's all about little ripples of effects. So your decisions can affect the people close to you, the companions and the friends you make during this journey. It can also affect whole villages, cities, regions. So it's not entirely clear sometimes when a decision is being made. So it's all very fluid. It's not like good or bad, black or white. It's morally grey. We love the grey. We love when it's not clear what's the right decision, because it puts the player in a tough position, and it challenges them to think for themselves, you know, and trying to navigate the way through our game.